that I discovered when I began teaching the legal writing class here is that the TA, which is typically a student that had taken my class the year before and has since gone on to practice and apply those skills learned in my class in a law firm, let's say as a law clerk or as an intern, or if not at a law firm, at a government office, or some place where you can actually apply these skills in a very practical way. Because of that experience, the TA, I would notice, would tend to be very eager to share with me in my office these experiences, like, we got to do this today, or here's what happened at the firm. It's just like what you said, and all of a sudden I get these very enthusiastic kinds of descriptions, and it occurred to me that maybe there ought to be a way to incorporate those into the classroom dynamic. And so I began turning to the TA periodically in class and just asking, well, Tim, what happened at the firm? And knowing full well that Tim was prepared with this great story that he had already told me the week before, and I thought this would be a great thing to have him talk about at next week's class. So I began doing a little bit of that. Then at some points in the class, the TA might feel that maybe whatever I said needed some further clarification, so the TA might take the initiative to ask a question, and I have a little dialogue with the TA in front of the rest of the class. And then there'd be times where the TA might be in a position to explain to the students what it was like for him or her at this point last year when they got such and such an assignment from me. You know, a big research project, and it was their first one, and the TA would say things like, yeah, this is really daunting, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, I went home and cried, or I don't know, whatever it was it might have been. And it gives the students a way to relate to a peer in a way that I don't think I or any other professor would be able to do, no matter how we tried to empathize with them, because we're so far removed from their experience. So this notion of peer teaching, I thought, it just sort of naturally evolved into an effective way of keeping the energy level up and keeping the students more enthused and attentive.